Hi, I'm Mike with Mike'sTravelGuide.com and welcome to our video blog. In our last episode, we reviewed what sites to see on day one. Those would be the sites without the Amsterdam card. On this episode, we're going to review what sites to see on day two, and those would be items to see with the Amsterdam card. So what is the Amsterdam card, and where do you get it? Well, that's the first thing we're going to explain. The Amsterdam card is a pass you purchase that allows you to get into most of the museums for free. It also allows you to get into attractions at a discount, a free canal cruise, and it gives you free access to all of the GVB public transportation system. So it's a great deal. And the thing about it is it allows you to see museums you wouldn't normally pay to get in. It also allows you to jump the line or skip the line at some of the museums that have longer lines. 3 different Amsterdam cards are available. One for 24 hours, one for 48 hours, and one for 72 hours. In my opinion, the 24-hour card for 47 euros isn't really worth it. However, they sell the 48-hour card for only 10 additional euros, 57 euros. And I think that this is a bargain. For that period of time, you'll be able to see an awful lot of museums, and you'll definitely pay for that card. Now you can purchase the Amsterdam card in several locations. The easiest location is the TI office or the Tourist Information Office just outside Central Station, and you can purchase it on the day that you arrive in Amsterdam. If you didn't purchase it then, you can also purchase it at the Canal Boat Cruise kiosk in front of Westerkerk, which is about a 5-minute walk from our recommended hotel. So we put together a list of museums and attractions to see on your second day. And I want to let you guys know it's going to be almost impossible to do every single museum and attraction that we have listed. You'll have to pick and choose which museums suit your interest. Now obviously the ones that I highly recommend are the ones that I think you would really enjoy. Another note is the order in which the museums or attractions are listed in this video is the order in which you should actually visit these. This is set up to maximize the amount of museums you can see in one day and also minimize the amount you have to walk. Walking around Amsterdam, you'll notice that the canals are lined with houseboats. And if you ever wondered what it was like to live on a houseboat, you have the opportunity to see it at the Houseboat Museum. When you board the Houseboat Museum, you really get a feeling of what it's like because you get to actually explore the houseboat. It is a fairly small museum, so it's only going to take you about 15 minutes. The positive thing is it's obviously free with the Amsterdam card, and it's only $3.75 if you don't have the Amsterdam card. Either way, I recommend that you take a tour of the Houseboat Museum. Het Grachtenhuis Museum is a museum that explains the history of Amsterdam, the canals, and the Grachtenhuizen, or the canal houses. Now this is an interactive museum and it does a great job of explaining each of these aspects. It leads you through the Golden Age and how Amsterdam expanded during this time period. It also shows you how the city planners planned the city. It shows you how these Grachtenhuizen were built. And then you have an interactive model that if you look inside, it's like a dollhouse, you can see different aspects of life in a Grachtenhuis. So this is a really, really good museum. This would be one museum I'd say that you should definitely visit in your time in Amsterdam. It's 12 euros to get in without the Amsterdam card, and it's free with the Amsterdam card. If you enjoyed the visit to Het Grachtenhuis Museum and you want to see another Grachtenhuis, you can visit the Cromhouthuizen. It's a museum just down the street. It's also known as the Bibles Museum. It's €8 to get in, and it's free with the iAmsterdam card. I'd only suggest visiting it if you have the iAmsterdam card, and I wouldn't spend that much time there. I'd take a look at the nice spiral staircase and the 2 gallery rooms and maybe the garden and then leave. So I wouldn't spend more than a half hour there. The Amsterdam Museum, or the Amsterdam Historical Museum, is another museum that gives a history of Amsterdam. There's a new portion they call the Amsterdam DNA, and basically it's an interactive timeline that gives the history of Amsterdam in respect to other events going on at the same time in the rest of the world. And they do a really good job with this. The other portion of the museum is an older portion that looks like it was made in the 80s. It's €11 to get in without the iAmsterdam card, and I don't know if I'd really pay the €11 to see it. It's free with the iAmsterdam card, and if you have the iAmsterdam card, I'd highly recommend you see at least the DNA portion. If you chose not to visit the Amsterdam Museum, or once you're finished viewing the Amsterdam Museum, there's another portion of the museum that's free to the public. It's the Schuttersgalerij, and the entrance is just right of the Amsterdam Museum entrance. It'll only take you maybe 2 or 3 minutes to walk through the gallery. Then once you exit, you're going to continue down that road for about half a minute, and you're going to come up to the Bagenhof. Now, the Bagenhof is a 14th century community that was a convent-like community for lay women that were not married. And it's interesting because it's a hidden garden amongst the city of Amsterdam, and inside of the Bagenhof there's also a hidden Catholic church. In addition to the hidden Catholic church that you can visit, there's also the Reformed English church that's located right in the middle of the courtyard. Now, once you exit the Bagenhof, it's probably going to be time for you to eat. And you have several lunch options. 2 options are items that we mentioned on video number 5. That would be broodje Bert or single 404. Right outside of the Bagenhof, you have Kantai to go. And Kantai to go is an Indonesian takeout place. You can choose between rice or noodles. You can choose different types of meat or vegetables or sauces, and they combine this into one little container and they heat it up, and then you take it with you. Now, unfortunately, there's no place to sit inside. However, Spouwplein is right outside Kantai to go, and if there's a bench available and the weather's nice, you could eat there. There's a little place that's not really a place for lunch, but it's a little snack place. It's called Vlem's Frietshuis. And they make really, really good French fries. In fact, they're the best French fries I've had in Amsterdam. And it's worth eating there no matter what time of the day is when you're in that neighborhood. You should try some fries there. Fries are good, and I usually get fries with mayonnaise. However, at this place, I get the fries with a sauce called Joppie sauce. And this is a sauce you're only going to be able to find in North and South Holland. So I'd highly recommend that you try the French fries with the Joppie sauce. It's fantastic. Another lunch option is Cora. Cora sells Belgian-style sandwiches. At least that's what their sign says. And they're really good. And they're not so expensive. On a previous visit, I had purchased their chorizo sandwich, which was excellent. The one bad thing about Cora is there's no indoor seating. They have a bench outside that sits about 6 people. So if the weather's nice and the bench is free, Cora would be a good lunch option. Greenwoods would be another option for lunch or dinner. They sell warm sandwiches like steak sandwiches or lamb burgers, and they do a pretty decent job. I think the Rijksmuseum is a great museum, but if you don't recognize this painting or this painting, and you have no interest in these paintings, then it's a museum I recommend that you skip. It's a €15 fee to get in without the iAmsterdam card, and it's a €12.50 fee to get in with the iAmsterdam card. So you're going to pay some money no matter what. If you did recognize those paintings, then this is a great museum to visit. just remember, since you're spending money to get in, you're going to be in there at least an hour and a half viewing the work that's there. And it's a large museum. Just keep that in mind. Again, I like it, but I think most people probably wouldn't enjoy it. If you're a fan of Vincent van Gogh, then I highly recommend you make a visit to the Van Gogh Museum. This is a great museum. It's 15 euros to get in without the iAmsterdam card. It's free with the iAmsterdam card. And also with the iAmsterdam card, as long as the museum is not full, you can walk right in and bypass the line. If you don't have the iAmsterdam card, you should definitely buy the tickets in advance online, and therefore you can skip the line no matter what. If you did not make reservations and buy your tickets online, and you don't have the iAmsterdam card, you're going to be waiting in line for a long time. It's at least an hour wait most of the time. But again, this is a great museum. I recommend you view this museum with the iAmsterdam card, even if you're not an art fan at all, because this is a very large collection. It's one of the largest in the world, single collection of Vincent van Gogh's work. So it's definitely worth viewing. The Stedelijk Museum is at the end of Museum Plain, and looking at the new portion, it looks like a big bathtub. The Stedelijk Museum is a modern museum. They have a small collection of Van Gogh's work and other Dutch artists, but they also have a few works by Picasso and Pollock. There's also a section that displays furniture in the museum and furniture design, and it's a nice museum. I would say this, it's 15 euros to get in without the iAmsterdam card, and I probably wouldn't go there unless I had the iAmsterdam card. It's free with the iAmsterdam card, and if you have some time at the end of your day, it'd be worth checking out only with the iAmsterdam card. The House of Bols is more a bar than a museum. Now there is a museum associated with the House of Bols, but it's fairly small, and there are some nice aspects about this museum. There's one area where you can actually smell the different alcohol that they produce. But the museum is more about pushing their alcohol. Fortunately, the entrance price of $14.50 includes 2 shots and 1 mixed drink. You do get a slight discount with the iAmsterdam card of 25%. If you're on a budget, I'd recommend skipping this. If you have a little bit of money and you want to spend some money on alcohol, this is not a bad place to go. After viewing the final museum and museum playing, you'll probably be hungry. Here are a few options. Kantai and the Tiger is a good option for dinner. They serve Indonesian food, and one of the things worth checking out is their rice toffel. Other dinner options would be items that I mentioned in video number 5, and they would be Japanese Pancake World, La Perla, or Da Portavia. Well, thanks for watching our video, and please subscribe and like us on YouTube. And remember, you can always ask questions at www.mikestravelguide.com.